What if houses were built like businesses? Like, check this out. If houses were built like businesses and you're walking down just a standard suburban street, nothing special, but on a normal suburban street, you walk along, all the houses are built. They work. But if they were businesses, you would see the most amazing things. I want you to check this out. Like, you walk along the street and for some reason, house number 1 doesn't have any electricity, so at night there's no lights. And house number 2, someone stuck the roof on backwards, so the insulation's facing the rooms. On house number 3, there's literally no side walls, like they just forgot the side walls. House number 4, the doors are upside down. House number 5, they never even built, like just the materials are there, nothing ever happened. House 6, fell down. House 7 fell down. House 8 fell down. House 9 fell down. House 10 made it. You like go along and there's just these like bizarre houses where you're like, what is going on with this? Whoever designed these houses clearly wasn't thinking correctly. But you go to a normal suburban street, all the houses look fine. The roofs are on the right way, all the walls are in place, all the doors work, the plumbing's there, the electricity there, the internet's connected, everything works. So how is it that we have mastered building houses to a large degree? Like, you can go and get houses designed. The error rate is minimal. Like, the architects know how to design houses. They know how to build specialty houses. They know how to build generic housing. They know how to build skyscrapers so they don't fall down. Like, we know how to build houses. But you come over to businesses and at 5 years, 4 out of 5 are dead. And if you go a further 5 years, another 4 out of those 5 are gone. I was like, man, what is going on here? What is going on? This is a question that's worthwhile answering, because what it means is that the ones that survive become so dominant that it becomes very hard for other players to build a house, or at least that is what it feels like. But is that true? No, that's not true. If you know how to get a house designed and get a builder to build it, then you too can have a house. And this is the same with business. It's just that we, as a society, seem incredibly poor at building businesses that work. Like, you go along and things are missing. Walls are missing. Windows are upside down. Roofs are upside down. Floors are missing. And people are sitting there using these businesses going, well, yeah, that's fine. No worries. Yeah, we get wet a little bit. There might be the risk that in a mild storm, the whole thing just falls over. There's very little resilience. So what is different? What is different? This is a question that is worthwhile asking. Because if you can visualize your house, your business as a house, and you were to see your business as that house, what would it look like? What would it look like? How structurally sound is your house? Are the walls built of good quality material? Is the roof good quality material, made well? Has it been maintained? Are the windows functional? Are the windows lockable? Are they protected? Are the doors on? Or is it all boarded up? And you're like, man, I can't work out why we're not making any sales. The door is boarded up. Or is it that your business is like put together incorrectly? Like you didn't get the order right. And then you are surprised when things aren't working, when your ads aren't working, when your funnels aren't working, when your sales aren't working, when your customers are complaining about your fulfillment, when your team's unhappy, when people don't get paid. Like, all of these things come from a business that has not been designed well. But the good news is about a business is that even if your house is out of order right now, by knowing the blueprints for what works, you can start to pivot. You can start to add in those structural walls that need to be fixed. You can turn the roof over and put it on so it actually works. You can make your house into a structurally sound house that not only works but is also protected. And these things have been discovered and written down. They're put in business books, and you need a way to take that wisdom and apply it into your business. Now, is a business book the only way that you can do this? No, this is not. You can get consultants, you can get coaches. You can do it by trial and error, but it will take you a lot of houses, and building houses is expensive. Building businesses is expensive. Growing too fast, like not allowing the concrete to set before you add the next layer, adding the next layer off kilter. All of these problems have wonderful analogies for architecture where you're like, wow, what is going on? But if you can build a solid 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, which in a business sense would mean that you have a sales funnel that works, that's selling one offer that sells with ads that promote it and a fulfillment system that delivers, then you have a 4x2 house, and you can do that again and do that again. And sure, the first time that you build it, maybe you don't get the furniture right, but you can change that, particularly if you have a way of redesigning on the fly. Like if you have the ability to create new blueprints without having to knock the entire house down and try out a new variant on how the particular design of that room is set up, rather than having to build the entire house again or noticing that whole parts of your house are missing. So this thinking helps, because you're going to need the parts of a business. Businesses are like houses in terms of they have a requirement for marketing, for sales, for advertising, for fulfillment. They have a requirement for optics, for people, for accounting, for tax strategies, for insurance, for legal, and for profit. All of those things are required, and how you do these will determine how well your business is built, how well your house analogy of your business holds up in normal conditions and in extreme conditions. And the blueprints that go to make all of the parts of the houses are called systems. Your ability to translate from a system blueprint, from off the blueprint to reality, will determine your success. And the coolest thing is, once you crack this, you can go again and again, and suddenly you can run that second, third, fourth business. Why? Because your people are operating systems. They're not haphazardly problem solving. They're not doing their best to patch up a wall that just was not built correctly. The solution to your business problems is not in solving more problems. Instead, it's solve the problem once and get the system documented even better. Document and use that which has already been created. There are hundreds of business books all documenting systems that have been proven to work. Your challenge is how to take that wisdom, whether it comes from the book, whether it comes from a workshop, whether it comes from a seminar, whether it comes from a coach, and translate it into ongoing systems in your business. This is the solution to rebuild your house as a strong, structurally sound business that operates day in, day out, whatever the conditions. All right, that's all I got for you. I love this analogy. Like literally that suburban street of broken houses, falling apart, bizarre designs. That is what most businesses are looking like, unless you get up to well-run businesses. And guess what all well-run businesses have? systems. All right, that's all I got for you today. I hope you got a lot of value out of it. I'm going to continue running with this analogy because I think there's some value here. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode as we continue this journey into the power systems to create results. I'll see you then.